It's Christmas time. Got the fireplace going, got the tree. And so, this is obviously one of those times during the year where people start to think about the upcoming new year and trying to restart their fat loss goals. And, the shame, the frustration, the guilt that another year has gone by and you're still in the same spot. Or for a lot of people now, they're up another 5, 10 pounds, and it can be very difficult to break free of that. So there's a couple of things that you have to think about. One, staying stuck in the shame and guilt will not allow you to move forward. Okay. So for one, you got to forgive yourself because you didn't do anything bad. If you're 20, 40, 60, 80 pounds overweight, that doesn't make you like you didn't do anything wrong. You just have the actual thing that has happened is that you have consumed more calories than you needed, and now all that extra is stored on you as reserves. There's nothing inherently bad about that, you know? And so, one is we have to be compassionate with ourselves and, you know, try to start to forgive yourself so that you can actually start to do something. Okay. So that's number one, because that's going to prevent anything else. But number two is you need to realize that, step outside here for a second. You need to realize that it is a very nice morning. But you need to realize that any person can lose, like you can lose the fat. The fat can come off. There is no like mysterious thing that like your fat will never come off. If you simply look, people still want to make it complicated and like talk about 50,000 different things, but if you eat less calories than you need in a day for a long enough time period, for enough days in a row, you're gonna lose fat. Okay. And it's very important and helpful to remember that. Like the only reason you're not going to lose fat is if you keep eating too many calories. No matter what other health thing is going on, like physics will always work. So, you know, and I never try to convince people of that. I'm like, look, you talk about whatever you want, okay? But the truth of the matter is, it's very simple, and it's simple physics. And if you want to harness that, you can, okay? And then to round it out, how do you, then the question becomes like, well, what to do, what actually to do. And the simplest thing, I always tell people, just download one of the food tracking apps, right? Like my favorite right now is Macro Factor. I used to use my MyFitnessPal paid version, but I like Macro Factor a lot. It doesn't really matter. Just use something. Get yourself a food scale, because people go, oh, I'm tracking calories. I'm like, do you have a food scale? Like, oh, no. Then you're not tracking calories. You don't know how much your food weighs, you know? And it's not a big thing. Like, these are simple things. So, as you get ready, so two things: get a food scale, get a calorie counter app. And then if you really want to make it happen, find yourself a coach, a person that you like and trust, that goes about it in a way that suits your unique disposition, right? But point is, do those three things. Come January, you'll already be ahead of the game. You will already have started to lose fat. all right? These arbitrary deadlines kill us because there is nothing happening at that deadline, you know? Um, and these arbitrary start points. And I'm always here to help. So you ever have questions, find me on Instagram, leave me a comment, email me, and you know, I'm here to help. Um, and yeah, it's just, you know, you want to experience that. You don't have to, a leaner, stronger, harder body, but I would tell you it feels great. I've been on all sides of the spectrum, and that's the best feeling one. So anyways, that's it for this morning. Thanks for joining me on the old deck. And I'll see you guys later.